hello. This looks like it's going to be a much more relaxing game. I like the soundtrack already. This is nice. This is Mars Horizon. And we're just going to be making a space program. And there's not going to be any punching or laser beams or annoying children. Oh, this music is already just lowering my blood pressure. Or whatever, helping my anxiety. Oh, I like Spacepedia. Let's go to options first. Leave all the warnings on. We're not going to use vibration. That's fine. I feel like that now I need to change the volume back down. And accessibility, disable screen effects. Should be fine. I think this will all be good. Let's begin. Okay, we get to pick who we're gonna be. We can be ESA, the European Space Agency. Plus 50% rewards for joint missions. Science income bonus from friendly and allied diplomatic relationships increased by 50%. Okay, so if we work with other people, we do better. NASA, we get extra support if we do the milestones. If we stay competitive with milestone. 3 additional contractors available once contractors are unlocked. Total astronaut recruit pool size is doubled. Okay. The Roscosmos suboptimal launch windows. Okay. No support penalty for failed missions. Okay. Minus 25% research cost for buildings research tree and for construction cost. First phase science reward for failed launches. I don't fully understand what all these things mean. And then JAXA. Oh, my head. Oh, okay. I popped my neck. I don't know what most of these things mean. I think I will be ESA. That sounds chill right now. Let's be ESA. Shall we customize? Appearance. Customize the name and appearance of your agency. Oh, I can make my own. Yeah, instead of customizing, let's just be ESA without customizing. Let's just be ESA for my first play. I won't make a custom thing. Let's just continue. Yes, definitely enable tutorial. Definitely don't enable Iron Core mode. So these are the difficulties. So there's Explorer. A more relaxed experience. Or a balanced experience. And then whatever the highest difficulty. Let's just do the middle one. Oh, we can customize our experience. Let's just start on Pioneer. I don't really know how to play, so we're going to see what happens. This is the first time I've loaded it up. Aha! Welcome, Director. You are entrusted with guiding our agency through this dawning space age and beyond. make use of our diplomatic expertise to promote international cooperation and scientific innovation, and place our agency at the forefront of humanity's voyage into space. Only by working together can we realize feats long thought impossible. With your leadership, we will uncover the mysteries of the solar system and perhaps one day make humans a multiplanetary species. Bonne chance, Director! Oui! Okay, so my picture is going to be a bit of a problem. The solar system screen is your gateway to the various aspects involved in running your agency, such as there's going to be a lot of reading, such as accessing the research and base screens, selecting planets to discover available missions, and viewing recent and upcoming events. Okay, so that's where we are. This is the solar system, and it is 1957. Your current tutorial objectives are tracked here. I cannot see them. Completing these tasks is a great way to get your agency up and running. Okay? I wonder what they are. Your first objective is a crucial first step for any new space agency, constructing and launching an experimental sounding rocket to test and improve your booster technology, okay? Selecting a planetary body in the solar system screen will display a list of missions associated with that body. Highlight Earth, and then press X. I don't know how to not highlight Earth. Okay, let's just hit continue. Earth, X. This is the mission screen. Mission select screen displays all the missions belong to the selected planetary body. Okay. Details of the currently selected mission can be seen here, such as the length of the mission and the rewards on offer. Milestone missions are important for advancing your space program and will be contested by other agencies. They will often require additional research. Request missions will become available as your industry, blah, 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 blah. Request missions don't require additional research, but each one is only available for a limited time. Okay. Research required to unlock the currently selected mission will be listed here. Note that all required research has already been completed for test launch. Okay, continue. All of the space agencies will be racing to complete milestone missions first. Doing so will result in increased support for your agency. Here you can track the progress of the 5 agencies in regards to the currently selected mission. Once you're ready, select Plan Mission to start planning the test launch mission. I think that's all I can do. I'm going to have to turn off my camera at some point because I can't see anything, but... Okay. Mission plan. The mission plan includes each stage necessary to take a mission from the drawing board and up into space. Note that each mission plan takes up 1 mission slot. You can unlock additional slots by constructing mission control buildings. Okay. Continue. A test launch has no payload, so you can get straight to designing the launch vehicle. Okay, select vehicle. On this screen, you'll be able to select previous vehicle designs or choose to start a new design. For the test launch, only sounding rockets can be selected. Build a sounding rocket. This is the vehicle designer, where you'll be able to design the vehicle for your mission. A vehicle is made of a booster and an upper stage. The booster must be able to carry the upper stage, whilst the upper stage must be able to carry the payload. Yes, it's a rocket. Note that for a test launch, only the sounding rocket may be selected and there is no payload. Okay, I'm gonna turn my camera off. Bye-bye! Okay. Displayed here are the vehicle stats, where you can check the booster has enough capacity to carry the upper stage and the vehicle can reach the minimum distance required by the mission. Okay. Note that the launch pad requirement is not currently met. The sounding rocket requires a small launch pad. You can still design and build a vehicle without the needed required launch pad, but we'll need to build the launch pad in order to launch the vehicle, okay? Launch reliability is a key stat that determines the chance of the vehicle launching without an error. As an experimental vehicle, the sounding rocket has a very low chance. However, it will gain a large amount of launch reliability per launch, even if it blows up. Okay. The sounding rocket is a valid design for this mission, so can now be confirmed. Interesting. It's interesting. It's called TRAPPIST. All right, continue. And I can't change it, so this is fine. Confirm. Once the vehicle has been constructed, you'll receive a construction report from your engineers. This will often include traits that may affect how you approach the next stage of the mission plan. If you have the necessary funds, you can start constructing the vehicle. This can take several months. Once the vehicle is completed, you'll be able to move on to the final stage of the mission plan and set a launch date. Oh, this is so cool. Alright, I don't understand a lot of these things, but let's just build the vehicle and... Vehicle approved. Construction order TRAPPIST. Completed on March. We're gonna complete this sounding rocket in 2 months. Go to solar system. Now that the sounding rocket is constructing, it's time to build a launch pad capable of launching it. The first step is to complete the appropriate small launch pad research. Various screens crucial to running your agency can be accessed here. When you're ready, select the research icon to access the research screen. Research. Active missions, base, diplomacy, Spacepedia. The research screen is where you can research new technology vital to progressing your program. The screen is split into 3 research trees: missions, buildings, and vehicles. This is the missions tree, which contains the research necessary. Continue. These nodes will require the completion of other nodes, yes. Artificial satellite must be completed before the payload research beneath can be started, okay? Each research node requires a certain amount of science. Science can be earned via missions and buildings. Okay. Research eras. Each research tree is split into eras, which represent the technological age. A new planetary bodies in the solar system. Okay, completing all the available research in a single era on a tree will grant a powerful reward. When you are ready, select the buildings tree in order to find the small launch pad research. Okay. To be able to launch your first mission, you need to research the small launch pad. Select the small launch pad node and view its details, and press X to set it as the active research. Okay. Let's research. Cool. Now what do we do? Here you can keep track of the resources vital to running your agency. Funds, science, and support. Support. Are they thumb wrestling? Is that what's happening? Okay, continue. Support is primarily earned from completing missions. Earning support is key to reaching higher funding tiers, which will increase your monthly funds income. Funding is required for constructing vehicles, buildings, and many other aspects of your space program. Science is earned from missions in certain buildings and is crucial to conducting research. The more science you collect, the faster you'll be able to unlock new technology. Upcoming events related to your agency will be shown here, along with the number of months before they occur. Pardon me. I might have to blow my nose. So we have 2 months till we finish TRAPPIST, and then we have a funding review in like a year. Past events will appear here, including notable news related to other space agencies. Pardon me. Pressing next month will advance time by 1 month. Next event will advance time until the next important event. Press either of these when you're ready to continue. Let's just hit next month. Well, don't I need to build... Don't I need to build the thing? How long will this research take? Small launchpad research complete. Launchpads are service structure, blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. Once a new building has been unlocked via research, it can be constructed in your base. Access the base screen. Okay, continue. Let's visit the base screen. And here's my base. Expanding your base is vital to increasing your agency's launch capabilities and much more besides. On this screen, you'll be able to construct new buildings, move or demolish existing buildings, and clear obstructions to create more space. You can use L1 and R1 to rotate the screen, and right stick to zoom in and out. As you've now researched the small launch pad, you'll be able to construct it in your base as long as you have the required funds. Oh, look at that. So this is a vehicle hangar, so that's where we're building it. Cool. And then this is the HQ. It gives us science every month. That's nice. Both of these give us science per month. Well, that's cool. Well, why don't I build... Here you'll be able to see the buildings you've unlocked so far. Each building has a unique effect. Okay. Buildings also have a build cost and upkeep. You'll need to be able to afford both. You'll only be able to construct one of most buildings, but some can have their building limit increased via further research. Okay. Small launch pad selected from the list here, then select build. Okay, continue. Alright, looks like I can afford it. Build. A new building can be placed wherever there is sufficient space. Building on top of removable obstructions is possible as long as you can afford the additional cost of removing the obstruction. You can rotate the building using R2 and L2. Okay, continue. Each building has potential positive and negative adjacency effects determined by the building it's placed next to. Try building this one alongside different buildings to compare effects. Plan your base layout carefully to get the most out of positive adjacency effects, but remember you can always move your buildings later. Oh, that's cool. Okay, continue. So... launch pads are an essential service. What are the -1. Okay, small launch pad. -1 payload reliability. -2 vehicle build time. So if I put it here, you get a -2% vehicle build time, whereas if I put it next to mission control, it gets less reliable. Fascinating. If I put it there, it gets both. Well, why don't I put it here, right next to the vehicle assembly building? That seems to make sense. Well, which way is the entrance? Like that? I don't know. I don't know how the orientation matters. Place building. Your small launch pad is now constructing. Once it's completed, you'll be able to launch your first rocket. Neat. It's a constructing. Neat. All right, let's back out. Now that you need a new research. Good early choice is the artificial satellite mission, which will allow your agency to start working towards putting its first payload into orbit. Okay, thank you for that recommendation. As your agency develops increasingly advanced payloads, so too must your booster technology improve. Most vehicles used in missions will require a booster and an upper stage. Cool. Well, let's do what they suggest and research this. That seems like a good idea. And then we'll go back and we'll go to the next month. Small launch pad is complete. Alright. TRAPPIST. Our engineers managed to optimize the vehicle's attitude control systems, which will improve launch stability. +5 launch reliability. Now to 35%. Alright. 30%. Great. Launch preparations. Crew. Deciding on a training program and setting the launch date. Okay, continue. As this is an uncrewed mission, no crew need to be assigned. Training is also locked until the appropriate buildings are constructed. All that remains is to set the all-important launch date for the mission. Select the launch date button to get started. On the calendar screen, you'll be able to set a launch date for your mission. Each month represents a launch window. There are 3 types of launch window: optimal, suboptimal, and invalid. Optimal windows are ideal launch dates. Suboptimal windows carry a launch reliability penalty, but can be worth risking in order to launch your mission earlier. You cannot launch on an invalid window. Okay, continue. For milestone missions, you can view the progress of the other agencies for the current milestone here. You'll also be able to see their scheduled launches in the calendar. Be sure to schedule your launch before those of other agencies if you want to beat them to the milestone. Well, why can't we do it now? I see. Optimal, suboptimal. September is bad time. With the launch date set, the final step is to confirm this stage. Let's just do it right away. Okay? Okay, 1 month. Go to solar system. Okay, let's just advance time. Okay. Launch mission. What happens now? Oh, look at us. We're in mission control. Alright, adequate conditions plus 1%. Let's continue. Alright, so far so good. Oh, we got off the pad. We're already doing really good. And we're actually going up. That's amazing. So far so good. Oh, that's much more successful than I thought it was going to be. Okay, systems damage. Minus 25% science mission reward. Okay. That could have been a lot worse. Continue. Sounding rocket went up. Level 2 of 5. Plus 15%. Okay. Continue. Milestone achieved. Test launch. First. Mission reward. things. Continue. I feel like that was a great success. Congratulations on completing your first tutorial objective. Your test launch was a resounding success, granting your agency valuable thumb wrestles and support and Beaker's science. Juice. Continue. The next tutorial objective involves achieving a crucial milestone for your space agency, placing your first artificial satellite in orbit. Such a noteworthy mission is bound to grant valuable science as well as support from a rapt public. Continue. First step in this new endeavor is to complete the research artificial satellite mission and its mission payload. Visit the research screen to start the necessary research. Okay, we gotta research the mission payload now. Okay, this and then the small cylindrical satellite carries basic X-ray and cosmic ray detectors. Okay. ESRO-2B. Okay, and then do I need to do build? No, I don't need to do any vehicles yet. Can't do that until that's done, so I don't know how to research the mission payload, I guess. I think I have to wait. That's researching. There are no request or joint missions available right now. Let's go back and let's go to the next month, I guess. Okay. Unlocked the moon. Okay. NASA is... Okay, hang on. By reaching the first era, you've unlocked the moon. The moon can now be selected on the solar system screen, or a list of missions to the moon will be shown. Researching further future eras will unlock more planets. Okay, continue. You can navigate quickly between planetary bodies using those buttons. Okay. Cool. Well, that's not what we're doing right now. What was this? They're still working on their test launches. Okay. What did I do? Okay. Research. Payload. I assume that's what we have to do. Artificial satellite. Yeah, okay, so we're working on that. It says we're going to want these things. The booster and the upper stage. Right, because we won't be able to do... Okay, so how much science do we have? 240 something? This is going to cost 150. Okay, the mission profile and the mission payload. Once these have been completed, you can begin planning the mission. Okay, continue. Recommended research may also be listed here. These are the vehicle parts that may prove useful when designing the launch vehicle for the mission. It is not required to start the mission plan. Okay, continue. I don't see how we're going to get a sounding rocket to go into orbit, so I would like to research the booster. Oh, you can only research one thing at a time. Okay, no, cancel. Okay, never mind. Can you build... More things. HQ, vehicle hangar. We don't have any research buildings yet, so let's just leave. Let's just go back and we'll go to the next month. Okay. Now that the artificial satellite mission and payload are researched, you can start the mission plan. Select Earth to find the mission, but note that you'll need a free mission slot in order to start a new mission plan. Okay. Select this one. Plan mission. Most missions will include a payload. The first stage of the mission plan will be to design and construct the payload. Okay, let's select the payload. Your launch vehicle into space and used in mission tasks that occur after launch. Cool. Payload rating. More details on the payloads. Okay. Alright. Continue. Okay. Reliability. Continue. Each mission payload has available variants. Okay. Fascinating. So this one has improved communications modules, and it's bluer. But reduced payload reliability. This has increased build cost and reduced... What? Oh, it has reduced build cost, but it has even less reliability. And this has increased power, but it costs more. So this one is just as reliable as this one. Has more power. What do we need power for? I think let's do the regular one. I mean, No, I don't have a ton of money, so this seems like a good thing to do. Let's just do this regular one. Select payload. Like they do with vehicles, your engineers will deliver a construction report on the payload. This can include traits that may affect your choice of vehicle design in the next stage. Okay. Once you get the necessary funds, you can start construction of the payload. Continue. Good, let's build the payload. Cool. Go to the solar system. Meanwhile, let's research the booster. Right, because we're not researching any more missions. Whoa! Okay, hang on. We're not researching lunar orbit or animal in space yet, so let's research the booster. Cool. And what does this say? Test launch guidance system. Request missions are a great way to supplement your users. Set amount of time. Unlike milestone missions, can only be attempted once. The more milestones you complete, the more request missions will become available. Okay, well, there's no mission slots available, so we can't do that. We can go to the next month, though. Okay. Diamant. Okay. Now, let's research the upper stage. Next month. Okay, the payload is done. ESRO 2B. Necessary modification. Oh no, we lost payload reliability. Necessary modifications of the payload's main bus have resulted in a performance reduction, yet launch vehicle development should be simplified as a result. Oh well. Design new. To launch this mission, you'll need a vehicle capable of carrying the payload to its destination. The vehicle is made up of a booster and an upper stage. Select upper stage to get started. Here you'll find all the upper stages presently available to your agency. Select one of them to view their stats. An upper stage must be able to carry the payload, which means its payload capacity must be at least equal to the payload's mass. Also, its max destination must be at least equal to the mission's destination. Okay. Another vital stat is the upper stage's mass. This will determine the size of the booster required to carry it. When designing vehicles, you'll commonly use parts you haven't researched yet. This can be the best way to design the perfect vehicle for the mission and won't prevent you selecting the vehicle. However, you need to research the required parts before construction can be started. Okay, continue. For most missions, a good rule is to select an upper stage with a payload capacity close to the payload's mass in order to save on build cost and build time. However, there will be circumstances when larger parts are better suited. When you're happy with your choice, press select part. Okay, so this is the Topaz that we haven't researched yet. Scout. Okay. So we need a minimum... Hang on, let's look at the payload. Upper stage needs a minimum of 40 kilograms to Earth orbit, and the booster will need a 400 kilogram to Earth orbit. Well, that's just because of what I... Yeah, okay, so that's more than I need. That's more than I... That's exactly what I need. These are all silly. This one is enormous. So what we want is the Topaz. A small, solid-fuel upper stage capable of lifting only basic satellites into low Earth orbit. Select part. Now that you have an upper stage selected, it's time to select a booster to carry it. Further boosters and upper stages will be added as you research new eras. Select any booster to do its stats. So the Emerald. The main requirement of a booster is that it's able to carry the upper stage. This means its lift capacity must be at least equal to the mass of the upper stage. Another important booster stat is the required launch pad. Okay, they get more experience as they launch. Different parts gain different amounts of launch reliability. Parts that start with a low research launch reliability but gain a lot per level may be a good investment if you're willing to risk a few on certain early launches. Okay. Well, this is obviously what I'm supposed to use. It is a small, early liquid fuel rocket based on earlier sounding rocket designs. I'm gonna blow my nose again. Yeesh. Alright, we're obviously gonna do that. It's amazing. We got this little teeny payload up there, and then giant upper stage, and then the stage under it has to be huge. Alright. You can check whether your selected upper stage and booster combination is valid. If not, try different combinations until you find one that works. Confirming the design. When you have a valid design that you're happy with, select Confirm. Looks good. One or more of the parts used in your vehicle need to be researched in order for construction to start. You can select this button to navigate to the vehicle's research tree where the required research nodes will be highlighted. Continue. I mean, I've already started this, but we're already doing that. Yep. Researching these parts will allow you to start construction. Okay, continue. We're already doing that. We're almost done. NASA completed their test launch, and so did JAXA. Okay. What's this? Active missions. All right, let's do the next month. Topaz research complete. Small solid fuel upper stage. Okay. China completed test launch. Vehicle ready for construction. All of the required research for your vehicle design for the artificial satellite mission has now been completed. This means construction of the vehicle can start. Build vehicle. Construction order Goose. Goose will be completed in December. And what shall we research in the meantime, huh? You'll only need to unlock one compatible booster and upper stage combination to create a valid vehicle for the mission, yet having access to multiple parts when designing vehicles will be beneficial in the long term. Okay. So I can build the Algol and the Jupiter booster and the Able and the Jupiter and the Scout. It might have been good to play as NASA so that I would be more familiar with all of the boosters and stuff, but oh well. Buildings. What does a research lab do? Unlocks mission training science. Why don't we... Well. I don't think we have enough science to research anything right now. We only have 97 science. And all of these things require more than that. I'm just gonna not research anything right now. Oh no, you can't. You can set research. Okay. Well, I wonder what I should research. I think probably animals in space. That'll get us toward manned flight first. I don't know. Oh, I'm getting kind of dizzy again. Alright, next month. Next month. NASA is launching artificial satellite in 9 months. Okay. Next month. And here it is. Goose. Launch preparations. Set a launch date. January. Let's do it. Is there any reason not to do it? I don't know. I forgot to look at the favorability. I just got excited. Here we go. Budget review. Your agency's performance over the last 12 months has been reviewed and your budget has been adjusted accordingly. Okay. Accept and continue. Research complete. Optimal date. No training set. Alright. Mission progress. We're way ahead of everybody else. Low risk. Let's go. Let's rewrite history and be the first artificial satellite. Let's see. We've got a few things that can go wrong here, though. Launch day Goose. It's fun because it's like Kerbal Space Program, but it's kind of like all the things that Kerbal Space Program isn't. Good conditions plus 8% reliability. Let's go. Duh. Okay, always good when you make it off the pad. Yes, okay. Alright. No mission effect. Okay, great. It just worked. Neutral. That's amazing. We did it. We made history. Emerald leveled up. And Topaz leveled up. Nice. Oop. Audio problem. Okay. Artificial satellite. Boy, it's very high altitude. We did it! Okay, comms. Comms is integral to maintaining communications with mission control and to transmitting data obtained by the payload. Okay. Data is combined scientific sensory navigational readings collected by the payload's instrumentation. Okay, collect 2 data. Okay, press. Okay. Oh, okay, I have to do the mission. Okay. Okay, we're actually flying the mission now. During mission tasks, you'll need to issue commands to the payload in order to achieve the task objective. Okay. Task objective. The current task objective is shown here. We need 2 of each. To successfully complete the task, you'll need to generate the required resources. Okay, continue. Payload commands. Resources are generated via payload commands. Each command requires a specific input in order to generate an output of resources. You only have a limited amount of commands per turn, so choose each wisely. We have 4 turns remaining. Okay. This is the planning phase of the turn, so you can freely undo and reselect commands as you wish. Try different combinations to generate the resources you require. When you are happy with your selected commands, select Confirm Commands to continue. Each command will be attempted by the payload in the order they were selected with a chance of error based on the payload reliability. Okay, continue. I think I get it. Okay, command. Okay, we have 4 power. This one, wait, what is this? Ground control connection is... I don't fully understand. I can try this. Data transmission. Short-range comms. Planetary observation. Recharge power. So if I use a visual observation... Oh my gosh, okay. So... So if I just do this, it'll just give me 1. Okay. This is blowing my mind. Okay. So... if I just do visual collection and signal return test, then I get 1 of each. And that's 1 per turn. But then I won't have enough power to get a 3rd. Will I? I might fail at the bonus objective, but let's just see what I get. Okay. Well, those are the only ones I could do anyway. Let's just confirm command and see what happens. Oh, fail. Terrestrial weather patterns have caused a degradation of the signal. This command's output will be reduced by that unless you spend 1 power to resist the event. Yeah, let's do that. Oh. Oh. An electrical malfunction in the camera has resulted in reduced data generation. This command output will be reduced by that unless you spend 1 power to reset this event. Resist this event. Well, we have 1 power left. Let's do it. Okay. A turn is complete each time all of your previously selected commands have been attempted. Make sure you complete the task objective before the turns run out. Alright, continue. Recharge power can be selected instead of a normal command. It's used as an input for commands or to resist errors that occur. Keeping some serious good precaution against unexpected issues. Alright, continue. Yeah, let's recharge power. And then let's do that again. Okay, we just recharged power. Okay, so now we have 2 power. We could spend those 2 power turning the one of each of those things into 2... Oh, my brain. I think we have to do the... Well, no, we spend 1 to get 2. And then 1 to get 2, and then we have 2. But if we're unlucky, we don't have any power to get out of the situation. Oh, this is hard. I'm gonna do... I'm going to do this and this. Be safe. Okay, that one worked well. Oh, we got an extra bonus. Preemptive payload positioning resulted in the antenna being ideally aligned for the transmissions. Command will generate 1 additional thingy. Accept. Okay, we got 4 of them. And we lost 1. Okay, we made it into the green. Good. Magnetic field analysis successfully completed. Accept. So it's the last turn, and somehow we have not ended up with enough of these. And we somehow can't get more. If we spend... Okay, this is what I want to do. Spend 1 power to get one of these. And then spend another power in this to get that. And we'll see what we can get. Okay, good. Got another one of those. Doesn't do us any good, though. Except... the next one is the one that has to work. Okay, good. Okay. Except... we did it! I feel accomplished. I did it. We milestoned. Oh my goodness. Extra science for 2 months. That's great. Hooray. Oh. I thought we were going to fail there for a second. With your artificial satellites safely in orbit, you've achieved a major milestone for your agency and opened the door to launching more complex payloads, perhaps even those that could carry humans into space. For such formidable challenges, it's crucial your mission staff receive the right training. This can be of great benefit to a mission. Increasing key stats such as whatever that is, payload reliability, or the mission's juice science reward. Ooh, getting kind of dizzy. It's a good time to stop in a second. Constructing the appropriate buildings in your base will unlock new avenues of training. Research lab, rocket test pad, and the space assembly facility each unlock a certain type of training. Okay. Continue. Okay. Well, with that, I'm going to save. Save game. Create a new save. Cool. Well, thank you. Your first milestone challenge is now available. These are optional goals for your agency that involve completing certain milestones in return for substantial rewards. To view your current milestone challenge, select Earth or any other planetary body to access the mission select screen. Okay. Well, I'll come back to that, but thank you for joining, and I don't know what the sign-off should be. We did it. We spaced. I'm gonna go space now myself. Thank you, and goodbye.